Robbie Savage, 4-2 defeat at Carlisle, but that only tells part of the story, doesn't it? How proud can you be of your players?
We were absolutely unbelievable, magnificent is the word. I keep saying it, and the Rochdale was a blip in terms of we defended, we weren't us. Tonight, wow, we took the game to them, we created numerous chances. They've got a goal against run of play by our mistake. Then Luke pulls off a wonderful save. They could have gone 2 up. Then we've scored almost immediately. And we've dominated. We've dominated out wide. We were creating chances. Not clear-cut ones where you think he's got to score, but we were magnificent. I'm so proud. The 3 midfielders, 19, 19, 22. I think their manager mentioned the budget in an interview. Come on, they're better than that. They're better than that. We've got a young, dynamic side. Average age of 23.9. Taking 33% off the budget off the starting 11. And we were magnificent, and I'm absolutely so proud of them. But the game hinged on us making 4 mistakes, leading to 4 goals. But again, I'm so proud of my team, and the nation watching on DAZN have seen a team that plays with energy, desire, and they replicate me. And you've seen what I thought of their performance. They were brilliant. Our fans were magnificent. And they know, everybody watching that game, Mark will be absolutely delighted with that win. Because he knows that with 10, even at 10, we were the better side. Yes, they've come into it, the send-offs killed the game. I'm not going to have a go at Mendy, because he has been absolutely sensational. What he does, because it's been so easy for him again at times, he thinks it's easy and he gets caught. And that's what he's got to eradicate from his game, because he has been magnificent. And I'm not going to have a go at him. I'm not going to have a go at him. I'm not going to have a go at young Isaac. He's in our team. He's going to make mistakes. He's learning. He's trying to do the right thing. He's taking his eye off the ball. They've gone through and scored 4 goals from our 4 errors. And that's the disappointing thing. Doidge comes up to him, get hold of the ball, they score. Geordie pulls him back. Experienced players brought on to see a game out, have made errors. We've all made errors. We're going to make errors together, but it's just disappointing because Doidge and Geordie and the older ones have been brilliant. They've been absolutely brilliant with the 18 new players that have come in, and they've integrated them well. It's a great group, and we'll go again, but it's a hard one to take that because everybody watching knows how good we were.
And you've had to work so hard for your 2 goals as well, which, they were very well taken as well, weren't they?
Jaden, I made changes to the team. Jaden and Bunks started and they both scored. So I'm doing something right. We're doing something right. And Bunks, as a footballer, when you're knocking on my door, because you might not be getting opportunities and you get frustrated and you think there's opportunities elsewhere, and we're saying, you bide your time. As a footballer, thinking my time is never going to come. But he come on, scored the other night, got his start tonight, and he's been magnificent. He's a shining example for any footballer who might not be in it, who might not be in the manager's thoughts. If you train well, if you work hard, if you do the right things, you'll get opportunities. Long as just thought long he might come on there for his experience. Long as he's kept training hard. But it's everybody watching that game knows how good we were. And if Mark, who I respect massively, says anything else, you've all watched that game. Yeah, you've all watched that game. And if I'm wrong here, saying we were the better side, please tell me now, because I can't see it. There's neutrals here behind the camera. Yeah, because I try and be honest in interviews. Yes, they could have gone 2 up, they didn't. But we've been absolutely magnificent. Inevitably, they've got, they're up to 2nd, I think. We're 5th. They've got the 3 points, and I wouldn't care how we win if we took the 3 points. I'm so proud of my youngsters. They were magnificent.
What's the difference then? Is it a bit of naivety? Is it the crowd getting to the players? Because there was massively loud support here.
I don't think the crowd got to. I think the crowd inspired them. Look how brave they were. Isaac dropping in to get the ball. Yeah, he's because he's thinking of the next pass. He's took his eye off the ball. It's gone under his foot. He scored. Lenny's a danger. But Knowlesy, who's been magnificent driving inside, tries to reverse pass. When he's driving inside, the opposite's on. We know that. We do that in training. That's just an individual decision, which has cost us. But the harsh reality is 4 mistakes have led to 4 goals. You could make those mistakes 9 times out of 10, it doesn't invite a goal. Tonight, 4 mistakes, 4 goals. And that's the bottom line. But listen, I'm so proud of them. And that was us again. I've said it, if we're going to lose, let's go for it. And we went for it. And at 2-2, they were, they hardly got in the game. And they're at home, we're playing with 10, with a young team, the average age of 23.9. You know, I'm so proud of them.
They did come out of the second, in the second half. You were definitely the better team. After that, potential sucker punch just before the break. What did you say to the players at half time?
I said, we'll win this game. We didn't, but I said we can win this game. They believed it. They were so positive. I was positive. I said, listen, 2-1 down, but we'd be brilliant. And they knew they could win it. They know how good they can be. We can beat anybody. We can. And the bottom line is, they are nearly at full strength. And I'm never going to talk about injuries and suspensions. Might be hypocritical, I'm going to talk about it now. But the lads who come in today, Jaden was magnificent, Bunks was magnificent, Temi up front, magnificent. But we've lost our first choice right back. Yeah, Kyle McAllister in the team of the year last year, Canu, who hadn't put a foot wrong. Yeah, Cairo Mitchell, our centre forward, and Sean Etaluku, who might be coming in, might be a starter. So there's arguably 5 players there who could go into the starting 11. They've clearly been at full strength, and we've played like that against them. And listen, I still believe we can win the league. If not, I'd love to get Carlisle in the playoffs at our place, because, I believe on tonight's evidence, yes, they've won the game. We've got nothing to fear. My boys have got nothing to fear. And people can say, oh, he's speaking less because they've lost. No, I'm so proud of them. I keep using that word proud. A young, dynamic side who've taken the game to Carlisle. That's the biggest crowd some of my players have played in front of, ever in their lives. And they embraced it, they took it, and they were absolutely brilliant. And I'm gutted for them. Yeah, and of course, when they scored the third, you knew then, and the fourth's irrelevant. We took Big Ryan up front, went with 3, again, just to try and get an equaliser, but it wasn't to be.
Temi Babalola joined from Worthing yesterday. Obviously, you got a good view of him on Monday in the FA Cup. Tell me the thinking behind getting him in, and how did you feel he did?
Done fine, made an impact. Seen the size of him, brought people into play. I thought it was a very stop-start game. The red card is obvious. I've just watched it back, and it's probably a foul. Mendy's first one, and then the second one, so I would say it's a red. But Con Clark gets booked early on, and then he makes another foul, and then he gets turned and drags somebody down, and it's not a second yellow. Little things like that, but Mendy makes 2 fouls in the game, and gets 2 yellow cards. Arguing where the yellows, possibly they were. But again, I just thought it was very stop-start today. Referee got the red card right. I watched it back. Mendy's first is a yellow, second one's a yellow. Penalty, Geordie brings him to the floor. It's a foul, it's a penalty. So the big decisions there, the ref got right when I watched them back. But he's got to be consistent. He's got to be consistent.
You're proud of your players. How do you make sure that this doesn't affect their confidence and they keep doing what they've been doing and what you want them to do?
It won't affect my confidence or their confidence. You've been watching Forest Green and Status Quo for a number of years. Yeah, 212 times you've watched them. I don't know how much you've watched Forest Green.
More than that.
Yeah. You know how good this team is. You're entertained. We're entertained. Never two is about results. But if we continue to play like that and take games to that position, Rochdale was my fault, because of how negative we were. We're going to play like that. It's entertaining. It was fun. You were entertained. You were probably on the edge of your seats thinking, go on, lads. You're embraced in it as well. I'm sure the Forest Green fans watch. I might be talking nonsense. When I watch the game back, I might watch a different game. But when you're in it and the motive, you stand there and you get. I don't mind as a manager from the personality I am. I've bantered with the opposition bench and the manager and their staff. When they scored, they give it to me. No problem with that. Got no problem. I'd have done the same thing. So fair play to them. No problem. But when you're getting the level of abuse as a manager where it crosses the line, is unacceptable. Stewards, volunteers, whoever standing there, it's allowed to happen consistently. And I don't mind banter. I've had photos with kids. I've had photos with youngsters there. And I'm prepared to stand there and get hurled the most shocking abuse, by people of varying ages, probably in high-powered positions at work, that they think it's acceptable they can come and hurl vile abuse at a human being. That's not acceptable, but nothing will be done about it. It happens all the time. It happened the other night at Worthing, and it's happening again today. I don't think it's acceptable, but nothing's going to be done. Nothing's ever done. And this is not me talking as somebody who's just lost the game. You've probably heard it yourself. You've witnessed it. But nothing's done. Nothing's done about it, and it'll be just brushed over.
Can you do anything about it in terms of
No.
reporting it, or
No.
is it just one of those things that you can only mention and hope it goes away, which it probably won't?
Any manager that stands there, you see how much pressure under. You've seen it. Managers lose their job. You know, I will be losing my job. You know, the owners back me massive. I'll be here next year and the year after because he knows what we're doing at this football club. You know, and I'll stand there and I'll take it for my team. I'll take the banter. And when they're singing songs about me as an individual, you know, I've got no problem. But when it crosses the line, when it becomes nasty and some of the stuff said is wrong, what's done about it? What's done? So I'll continue to stand there. And take that abuse because I'm expected to, because it's me, you know, and it's not acceptable. Again, it is what it is. But again, it will just be talked about. Nothing happens. The action needs is because it's just vile comments.
Robbie, thank you for your honesty. Sorry it wasn't a happy birthday
Paul,
for you.
I'm always honest. Carlisle have got the 3 points. Good luck to them. They've got the 3 points. They've got some outstanding players, but we all know tonight on that performance, we can win this league. Will we? It's a big question. But I just want my players to play like every week. And we will, and we'll be brave. And I'm so, listen, I keep saying the word, I'm probably boring everybody now watching this. I'm going on and on and on. But when I stand there and I take it for my team, and I've said to them in there, I'll stand here and defend my team as long as they work hard, give me everything, be brave and be positive. And they made mistakes, but I encourage that. You know, if you make consecutive errors all the time, then it becomes a problem. But Isaac's not trying to miscontrol the boy. Doidge's not trying to misplace a pass. Nosey's not trying to do that. You know, Geordie, he feels he's getting pulled first, so he pulls him. Nobody means to do it, you know. But again, they're going to continue to make mistakes. We've got to learn from them.